Hello everyone, it's me Martin, and I'm back with another devlog in which I'm going to show you the progress that we've made on the weapons and also on the helicopters. So let me start by showing you the main thing that we've been working on, which are the reload animations, which are really important. You might have seen some of them in the teaser video that we released before the previous devlog. And let me start by showing you one feature that a lot of games out there lack, which is the visibility of the bullets in the magazine. Let me try and show you what I'm talking about because it's kind of hard to explain. But if I add a magazine to my weapon, the 71 round one, which is the one that we've made the reload animations for so far, you'll see that the magazine is empty. If you look in the bottom right corner, it says 0 out of 71, meaning that the magazine is completely empty. And now if I open up the cheat menu again and I add some ammunition to it, you'll notice that there's a giant bullet that has appeared. And I've made this bullet giant on purpose so that you can see it well on the video. Obviously in the actual game it's not going to be this big. But the point is, when the magazine has ammo in it, you will be able to see the ammo in the magazine while the reload animation is playing. So let me demonstrate that. As you can see, the magazine is full, 71 out of 71 bullets, and we can see that there's a bullet in the magazine. And now if I press reload, we'll see that there's a bullet in the magazine when the player detaches it from the weapon. Let me play that one more time. Right, you can see that there's a bullet in the magazine when it's detached from the weapon. And now I'm gonna empty the magazine by shooting at that wall. And now if I press reload, you'll notice that when the magazine is detached, there's no bullet inside the magazine until the magazine is put away and a brand new magazine is taken out which has ammo in it. See that? Let me show you that one more time. Magazine's empty. Now we'll reload. Brand new magazine which is full of ammo. So another issue with this is that when you're reloading an empty magazine, you have to cock the gun. You have to pull back the slider over here on the side. So let me demonstrate that. As you can see, the magazine is empty right now. And if I reload it, the character is going to cock the weapon. You see that? He pulled back the slider. But if we reload a magazine which already has ammo in it, as is the case right now, we don't need to cock the weapon. So hopefully you guys understood all of that, but the point is that this whole animation thing isn't as quick and easy as it may appear at first glance. There's actually quite a bit of animations that need to be made for each weapon. We need one animation for reloading an empty magazine and cocking the weapon, and then one more animation for reloading a full magazine. And so those are two animations, and then of course we need two more animations for when the player is prone. And then of course weapons tend to have multiple magazines. As is the case with this one, we have the 71 round magazine and then we have a 35 round magazine, which will require 4 more animations. So that's 8 animations in total for this one weapon. Another feature that we added is called hip firing, which allows you to fire the weapon when you're running, although not as precisely as you would be able to if you were standing still. So let me demonstrate that to you. As you can see, I'm standing still here and I'm holding the weapon up as you would. But if I start running, the weapon is kind of lowered toward the hip, and now I can fire it as I'm running. Although not as precisely as I would be able to if I was just standing still. And I can also reload while I'm running. You've probably already seen what running and firing the weapon looks like in the teaser video, but I'm going to show you one more time in case you haven't. And somebody asked in one of the previous videos if it's going to take this many bullets to kill zombies in the final game. And the answer is no, guys. The ammo loaded in my weapon right now is debugging ammo. It's really weak and it's only meant for debugging purposes. And in general, this whole map is only being used for testing purposes. We're using it to test the game with the patrons, which we started doing in December of last year. So if you want to participate in that, head over to our Patreon, become a patron, and then you can participate in the testing with us. And yeah, guys, I don't know about you, but I actually like this feature. I was kind of on the fence about it at first, but I really like it now. I like shooting zombies and running at the same time. It's actually pretty addictive. Well, anyway, I think that you guys get the idea, right? And by the way, if your player is bleeding, they will leave little blood spots or blood puddles on the ground. I don't know if we showed this in one of our devlogs or if we just posted it as a screenshot Wednesday on our Discord, but the link to our Discord is in the description box below, guys. I highly recommend joining our server so that you don't miss any updates. We also added sprinting animations. I'm not sure if we showed those in the previous devlog, but this is what they look like. You can now sprint with the weapon. This is normal running, and this is sprinting. So besides that, guys, as you can see, there's a whole bunch of little bugs. For example, when you're prone, this happens, and also the crosshairs doesn't quite align to the middle where it should be. There's also another bug. If I shoot at tree branches, as you can see, we're getting this sparks effect as though we're shooting at something metal, and the bullet doesn't actually fly through the tree, but it is stopped by the tree as if we're shooting at something made out of solid metal. So that needs to be fixed, and there's a whole bunch of small little bugs that I'm not gonna bother recording because I don't think that anyone cares about seeing them. But we're gonna fix those bugs, and we're gonna finish the reload animations, which are by far the most time-consuming thing, and then we should be ready to release another test build. We also ran a poll on our Discord asking whether flies should be spawned around players who have been dead for some time. So what will this bring to the game in terms of gameplay? Well, it'll allow players to know whether the body that they came across has just recently died, let's say like 5 minutes ago, and the killer is still potentially in the area, or whether the body has been there for some time, let's say like 15 minutes, and the killer has already potentially left the area. It's a small feature, took us like 5 minutes to add, but we think that it brings a lot to the game in terms of gameplay, and the results of the poll were overwhelmingly positive. Everybody seems to like the feature, everybody wants it, so let's check it out. So let me show you how these flies actually work in game. I'm gonna come into this apartment here, and I'm gonna die in this corner right here. And there's a very specific reason why I'm choosing this corner, which I'll discuss after I respawn. But for now, let's open up the cheat menu, and there we go, the deed has been done. Let us respawn. So I've respawned, some time has passed, and I'm walking back into the apartment, and there's my own body. And we can notice that there's some flies flying around. And the reason why I died in this corner is so that I could show you that the flies do not fly through the wall. This is very important because we could be in a building where there's another apartment above us, and if there was a dead player there, we would be able to see the flies flying through the ceiling, and then we would know that somebody's up there, which is kind of like a map hack, right? We don't want that. So the flies don't fly through the walls. Let me go into this other room and make sure. Yup, there are no flies flying through the wall. So that's that, guys. Let us know what you think of this feature in the comments below. And by the way, I forgot to mention that admins will be able to disable this feature if they don't like it. There is an admin option for all of that. So guys, let's get back to the helicopters. We've recently added the auto hover function, which I'm going to demonstrate to you right now. And I think somebody asked about this in the comments under the last devlog. Just give me a second here. Let's take off real quick. Start flying forward here, and now I'm going to open the cheat menu and enable our auto hover function. And there we go guys, the computer is gonna slow the helicopter down for us and make us hover in place. Let's give it a second. And there we go. Let me disable it and I'll fly forward again. And I'll show you one more time. There we go, we're flying now. Enable auto hover. And once again, the computer is going to stop the helicopter and make us hover in place. And of course, this does work if we are flying backwards too, so let me disable it. I'll fly backwards here. And now I'll re-enable it again. And as you can see, the computer is stopping the helicopter and making it hover in place. And now that we're hovering in place, we can also descend, and we can also ascend. So there you have it guys, the auto hover feature just like in Origins mod. I forgot to mention, we had the president of Venezuela chime in on the last video, and he said that when the rear rotor is broken, the helicopter should actually be rotating in the opposite direction to the direction in which the main rotor is rotating, according to what Sir Isaac Newton said. And it's true, Sir Isaac Newton did say that. He said, every action, yeah, it's got an equal and opposite reaction, mate. So now if I destroy the rear rotor, where did the option go? There we go, destroy rear rotor. As you can see, the helicopter is spinning in the opposite direction. So thank you very much for reporting that and enlightening us, Mr. President. So at this point, the prototype is pretty much done. What we need to do now is we need to migrate all of this into the actual game project so we can hook up the user interface, so that we can sit inside the helicopter and so on and so forth. So hopefully that'll be done sometime next week, and in the devlog after this devlog, I'll be able to show you that. So anyway guys, if you like the video, give us a thumbs up. If you don't, it doesn't matter because YouTube removed the dislike count. Subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon so you don't miss any future videos, and if you like what we're doing here, please consider becoming a patron at patreon.com/TavianaTheOrigins, where you can also take part in the testing. And I'll catch you guys next time.